Hey guys, how's it going? It's Mitchell here. So today I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in a while and kind of going over some news about some Apple stuff. So get ready for an info-filled episode of YouTube. Aces. So today we're going to be going over the iPhone 8 and kind of all that's happening with that. There's so much that's been reported this year, rumors and leaks and all these expectations and so many new features that might be coming, and it's a lot. So yeah, I'm looking really forward to kind of looking through all this stuff. I've kind of glanced at it, but I'm going to be going very in depth on all this sort of stuff and giving my sort of opinion on it. So pretty much for all of my Apple news and whatnot, I tend to go to Mac Rumors. To be honest, it was one of the first sites I found, and I was like, hey, this looks like some fun stuff, so we're just gonna stick with this website. So the iPhones are generally announced somewhere in not December, oh my god. I'm doing great today, thank you. They're usually announced sometime in September. My god, this is difficult today. We are looking at less than a month until the brand new iPhone announcement, and everybody is freaking hyped like you would not believe. And this year's really special because 2017 marks the 10th anniversary of the iPhone, and we're all assuming they have something very big planned for this because you've probably seen all the rumors and the leaks and stuff. They're really changing the game here for iPhone. So one of the major changes, first of all, is a redesign of the phone, starting with an edge-to-edge display. It would not have this top bezel or this bottom bezel. It would be fully just the screen top to bottom, except for the cameras and the speakers, and that's about it. That would be there. I don't know if they're gonna do all black on the front for every color, or they're gonna have the screen and then do a little white strip. I'm not sure what they're planning for that, but I feel like it would look best with an all black look on it. Another thing people are really excited to see is what they plan to do with Touch ID. They've had Touch ID since iPhone 5S came out, which was, oh god, that was like, wait, this year's 7, 6S, 6, 5S. Okay, only 5 years or 6 years, whatever. But they haven't really done anything with it yet, so especially with this 10-year anniversary of the iPhone, people are expecting something huge with it, either eliminating it entirely in favor of facial recognition, which Apple has confirmed to be working on, or integrating it into the screen somehow. Some people also expect it to be on the back of the phone, but I feel like that is a little weird. It's not very design friendly. That's kind of the thing Apple focuses on a lot, is the design of their products, and having their Touch ID just slapped on the back, it's not sleek enough. With an edge-to-edge design, the iPhone 8 may be similar in size to the 4.7-inch iPhone, which is the iPhone 7, just the base model, but with the display the size of a 5.5-inch iPhone, which is what I have. So that's going to be really interesting to see. Rumors suggest it'll feature a 5.8-inch display with 5.15 inches of usable area, with the rest dedicated to virtual buttons that will replace the existing home button. As for the body, Apple's finally starting to change what they did with the aluminum phones. They've kind of focused on aluminum for a while. iPhone 5, 5S, 6, 6S, 7, and SE, all those phones. But they're gonna go back to a glass body, which, if you remember, has not been around since the iPhone 4S. So I feel like this sounds very similar to our old buddies iPhone 4S and 4. They had the aluminum. Oh, just kidding. I just realized that it's going to be stainless steel instead of aluminum on the sides. Now, I did see this today. They have leaked, or it's just a mock-up or concept of it, but there is a copper color being introduced for the iPhone 8. I'm not too sure how I feel about it, just because it kind of reminds me of a leather color, and I feel like if you have that sort of brown, because it's not really a copper color, because I mean copper's like shiny, first of all, So you would have to do it with the aluminum back. You would not be able to properly execute that design with a glass body if they're going for a metallic look. It's just, it doesn't really add up there. iPhone 8's front-facing camera will include 3D sensing capabilities that use technology, allowing it to find the location and depth of objects in front of it, enabling advanced 3D facial recognition features. That's fun. So could you take like a 3D photo? I don't really know what that means. But wait, let me rephrase that. This is going well. I know English. Along with the release of iOS 11, Apple is releasing ARKit to developers, so you'll be able to create augmented reality apps for the App Store. Very similar to Pokemon Go, but you'll be able to do a lot more with them, and it's going to be super awesome because you'll be able to play games based on the things around you. So I think that's really cool. In a sense, I almost find AR cooler than VR, just because virtual reality, you're in a different world, yeah, and you do all that, but with augmented reality, it's bringing something from a video game and bringing it into your world, and I think that's really cool, and I can't wait to see what these developers come out with. The iPhone 8 is expected to cost as much as $1,000. That's a lot. So here we have some of the schematic leaks for the design of the iPhone. So up here you see we have the bevel for the cameras, the sensors, and the speaker. There's no home button, as you can see, and it's a much bigger screen overall. I don't know, I feel like this is going to be very difficult to pull off for them, but who knows? Apple, they know how to surprise people. Also on the back, they are moving the cameras and they're making them vertical. So you have a sensor in between the two cameras, which I feel like will balance light a little more properly, but I don't know how I feel about it being vertical, just because I feel like when you have your phone just sitting on a table, it's going to be very imbalanced, and it's going to kind of wobble. That's going to be annoying to some people, maybe just me, but that's me. Companies are getting so prepared based on the leaks that are out right now that they're already starting to make prototype cases to put on the iPhone 8, and it hasn't even been released yet or announced or anything. So I feel like they're kind of jumping the gun a little here. Now, another thing people are worried about, and I say worried very loosely, just because I don't really know how people feel. They're worried about the naming of the phone. Now, obviously, they've kind of stuck to a sort of system. They have iPhone, then they have iPhone 3G, and then the 3GS. Usually with a major name change, they bring out new design and stuff. And with a S model, they work on the hardware of the phone. So this kind of is messing with people's brains because the iPhone 7 brought a design change from the iPhone 6S, but they are thinking the iPhone 8 is what it's going to be called, and we don't know. It just doesn't fit in with Apple's organization of how they're releasing their iPhones. So it's very confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of this thing. Now, also with all the iPhone 8 rumors along the way, we also have HomePod rumors now. I haven't really looked into the HomePod too much, but I am pretty excited for it to be released because I might actually get one myself because I think that is an awesome device to have in your home, right? No, I don't know. You tell me. People have been sort of diving into the HomePod firmware, and they're finding hints of iPhone 8 facial recognition, so they're starting to feel like it's very certain of a thing, finding face detect commands and things, and it's starting to become more of an actual thing before it's even released. People cannot wait at all. They have no patience, and that's why we are doing this. People are also talking about wireless charging for the iPhone 8 now. This is probably not going to happen just because with all the major design changes people are talking about, I feel like this one has kind of been pushed to the side, and people are starting to lean more towards them possibly using an inductive style charging solution, sort of like the Apple Watches, where it's just like a plate or a disc or something, and it magnetizes itself to the device. And the thing that I find so incredibly crazy is we have not even heard anything about the iPhone 8, and people are already talking about iPhone 9 rumors. According to information sourced from Apple and Samsung's supply chain deal, the iPhone 9 could feature OLED displays from Samsung. We're already hearing things. People cannot wait, even for one phone now. Now they have to jump a phone and go to the next one and see what comes from that. In 2018, Apple may add iris scanning capabilities to the iPhone, which could be used alongside in place of Touch ID. What? Okay, this is getting too real for me. They're gonna be scanning your freaking eye like in Get Smart when he smashes his face against the thing.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
Like, that's probably what's gonna happen if somebody knocks me out and they are suddenly like, ooh, I want to get into his phone and steal all his money. And then they're just gonna smash my face against my phone. Well, the joke's on you, buddy, because there ain't no money in there. Being poor is not a joke. How insensitive. How dare you? Rude. I also made the joke. I'm talking to myself. Just carry on with your life. Alright guys, that's all the iPhone 8 rumors I really have right now. I might be making another update video before the launch. They say it's going to be in September, but apparently they might be delayed, honestly, just because they're going for such a drastic change in their phones, and they might be running into problems, and it's setting them back on their release dates. So we're gonna kind of have to see what comes of that. If you have any other rumors or leaks or questions about any of this stuff, feel free to leave it down in the comments down below, and I will be sure to get back to you on that. You can also give this video a thumbs up down below. You can subscribe to my channel as well. I'm gonna go use what you can now call a ghetto phone. This, unfortunately, is very outdated, which makes me sad because I love this phone. I will have this forever. Alright you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.